My name is Chris, and this is my boring opinion.
Okay, I'm back again. In this video, I'm gonna give my thoughts on the Michelle Carter case. Now, this is a very interesting situation. It's kind of unique. I mean, you never really heard of anything like this before, and probably won't ever hear even anything like this again. Now, she is charged with manslaughter for texting Conrad Roy III to commit suicide. Now I did some look into the case, and I found out that Conrad Roy III had already been suicidal even before they met back in 2012, and um, and uh, and they had known each other for about 2 years by the time she actually done that. I mean, I don't know if it was exactly 2 years or I didn't see the case. That's what I want to say. They know each other for about 2 years. And now, when you look at the text, it kind of looks bad. You can almost see where people are coming from, because Conrad Roy III, in his state of mind, he could have easily been persuaded into killing himself when he started having second thoughts. I mean, because nobody in their right mind is gonna kill themselves because their girlfriend keeps texting them to do it. I mean, the suicide was originally his idea to start with, and and she had to deal with that for about 2 years. It's my understanding that at first she tried to talk him out of suicide, and then maybe after a while it started taking its toll. She didn't seem to make any progress, and and she's tired of hearing about it. For 2 years, for about 2 years, that he's gonna kill himself, and she might have just gave in, just gave up. It's hopeless. He's miserable anyways. He might be better off dead. Now, he might be, now, now, I think that she intended it to kind of end his suffering as something like pretty much the same reason for assisted suicide, where somebody, where kill somebody or help somebody kill themselves to end their suffering. I think it's pretty much the same thing. That I think that's what she basically wanted to do, and I think that was her motive. So that right there means that, technically speaking, that right there would not make her an evil monster. It just means that she gave up hope. And at the same time, though, we gotta put ourselves in the same situation. How would we react after spending 2 years with someone who has mental problems and suicidal thoughts, who's constantly telling us how they want to kill themselves, and we try to talk them out, we know don't do it, and we're not making any progress. We don't seem to make any progress with it. 2 years. How would we react? So, who are we to judge Michelle Carter if we've never been in that same situation ourselves? And hopefully, never will be. I mean, 2 years didn't really. She didn't seem to make any progress. In the 17. Now, she was 17 when she did this in 2014. That means that she would have been 15 when they first met. So can you imagine starting at 15 and meeting somebody who was suicidal, dealing with mental problems, and I think that she might have had mental problems herself, and dealing with this for 2 years, constantly hearing he's gonna kill himself, and he never follows through. So she kept pressuring him into committing suicide, because she knows that if she didn't do it that night, it'd be the same thing over and over again. No, he's trying to, he's suffering, and she's trying to end his suffering. That's her motive. That's what she wants to do. Now, granted, though, she gave up hope. I disagree with her in that, and I wouldn't have given up. So, well, actually, I take that back. It's cause you gotta imagine yourself in that same situation. Teenagers, they're dealing with stuff like that. And they don't know where to get the solutions. They don't know how to handle someone who's constantly suicidal and has mental problems and all that stuff. I mean, it's no wonder she eventually gave up hope. And then also something else that I understand that his mother like caught him or somehow found out that Conrad Boyd III's mother somehow found out that he was looking up how ways to kill himself and said nothing. And also seems to me that if he had been previously like suicidal and dealing with depression and all that stuff and had mental issues even before they met, then the family, the Conrad Boyd III's family, should have done something. They should have gotten some help. So even though technically speaking, Michelle Carter's words may have influenced him and pushed him over the edge, because in his state of mind he could have easily been influenced into anything. Michelle Carter might have been pushed into submitting to his idea of suicide, and she just gave up hope, decided that it's useless, it's hopeless anyways. And he even said in those texts that he's going to do it anyways. Now, it's easy to look back to say that and look back and judge her. Well, when you know that suicide is never the answer, no matter what, and call her evil and a monster and all that, because you know that suicide is not the answer. You know that it's not right to do that. You probably wouldn't. I mean, who talks somebody into committing suicide when they've been no, actually, she didn't talk him into committing suicide. She talked him into following through with his idea of committing suicide. So, given the circumstances, she's not she's technically innocent of that. Given the exact circumstances, and it's my understanding that she was dealing with mental problems of her own. So she needs help herself. And it's a shame that she ended up getting convicted. She's facing 20 years. Now I hope that she gets some kind of help, or her lawyers find some way to appeal it or something, and give us some help. Because in that situation, they're dealing with that for so long. She just lost hope. She gave up. Decided that it's hopeless. And keep in mind, she was 17 when she was eating that at the time. She's 20 now. and everybody's calling her evil, and because of what she did, they make her sound like she wants to play the role of the grieving girlfriend or something. Which, by the way, if he had a crush on her, that would have once again proven my point that she did have influence over him. If she had to give him up on him, I believe that she could have talked him into getting some help. Sending those texts all day long to get him some help. Make the same promise by getting help. And she gave up on him because, once again, about 2 years of probably emotional strain and for trying to talk him out of suicide. It's not working. Didn't know what to do about it. His family doesn't seem to be doing much about it. His family evidently knew he was suicidal, but didn't seem to do much. So this is just a lot to deal with. So, given those exact circumstances and exact context, you have to. It's kind of like she just gave up. That was a moment of weakness. That is when she had said those things. Now, without all that, I can see where people are coming from. And ultimately, though, the suicide was originally his idea. She was going along with his idea for suicide in the first place. And that's it for this video. Otherwise I can go on and on. That's it for this video for right now. Uh, Bye.
Thanks for watching. New videos every Friday. Bye.